Dr. Jamila Holston, a amazing woman.
I am so proud of Jamila Holston.
She had a program called Rising Queens where she was able to pour what she knew into the next generation.
As a student, she was always motivated. She was a self-motivated student. She had a great support system from her family, but she pushed herself to do the best. She was one of those kids.
She comes from an amazing family, and she's just an amazing young lady. Excited to know that I had a part of her journey.
She always knew what she wanted to be, even as a fifth grader. So she followed her dream and she achieved it. And so she is in our prayers that she will go to greater heights, because I know she wants to do even more.
I did not know they had that video. I'm a little bit emotional now. All right, so good evening, everyone. I'm a new doctor, so it's hard to say. I'm Dr. Jamila Holston. I'm a Cornerstone graduate of the class of 2002. And at first I considered it a huge honor to, be asked to speak tonight. And then I thought about how it forced me to realize that I'm getting old. But it also forced me to revisit memories and experiences from a very special time in my life that is uniquely its own and has its own place in my heart. Now, because I went to Cornerstone during the late 90s and the early 2000s, I wanted to set the scene for you guys. Most of you guys are adults. I thought there would be more kids here so y'all would know. But let's go back to a time where there was no social media, where our Friday nights were TGIF and Blockbuster, where all the girls in my class were stressing about their gigapets and their Tamagotchis and keeping them alive. When the internet was loud enough to wake up the whole house, and you couldn't use your phone and the internet at the same time. Yeah, I remember experiencing Y2K panic for some reason, and everybody thought technology was just going to shut down or something crazy was going to happen. For me, it was wanting tinted sunglasses and Guess jeans and Air Force Ones, hoodies from Gap and Old Navy. It was Destiny's Child and B2K and NSYNC and Justin Timberlake leaving NSYNC. That was good. I mean, I could really go on, but when I think back on it, it was a very good time to be a kid. I didn't know at the time, but attending Cornerstone was something that shaped my life in so many ways. It's where I met my lifelong best friend. She's not here, but we met at the age of 9, and it was just by chance our desks were next to each other. And at this point, she has a 13-year-old son, and we've been friends ever since. We even made our own singing group at Cornerstone. We wrote a few songs and performed them. They allowed us to do that for some reason, even with our music teacher at the time, Mr. White. I mean, Cornerstone was and still is a place that allows kids to be creative and allow that creativity to flourish. We were always working on skits and dances and chapel. We were learning the newest song that Miss Harper at the time was teaching us. And my favorite thing was our annual Christmas show. Cornerstone is also where community service became a staple in my life. From cleaning other schools, to cleaning up the neighborhood, to painting murals, to volunteering with the choir at different events. Cornerstone is also where I felt safe to explore my own heritage. I look forward to Black History Month. We took trips to DC to see Frederick Douglass's house. We went to the Black and Wax Museum in Maryland, which was such a powerful experience for my class, and we will never forget that. We still talk about that kind of stuff today, because I also still keep in contact with many of my classmates at Cornerstone as well. Cornerstone is also where I fell in love with science. My 5th grade teacher, Ms. Robinson at the time, just did lots of experiments with us. She had an annual science fair. I remember one of my experiments was which popcorn brand popped the most popcorn. And my mom reluctantly sat there and counted the leftover kernels in the bag with me and helped me find obscure popcorn brands so we could compare them. I also enjoyed learning about, the difference between acids and bases and using pH in the litmus paper. Cornerstone sparked this need to understand the world around me. And I even went on to major in biology at Howard University. Cornerstone, it's not just a school, it is a family. And I wrote that before all the people came up here and said that. I'm just saying that came from my heart. I wasn't trying to brag. I'm just saying that was what I felt when I was thinking about Cornerstone. It was family. It was an extension of my family. Everyone that works here is so passionate about the work that they do. They're so committed to the students and the legacy of the school. As I fast forward to my life today, I've been able to achieve things I've only dreamed about as a kid. The road has not been easy by any means. Even today, I'm very tired and I worked, and I'm happy to be here. But I always believed in myself, and I know that Cornerstone had a hand in shaping that confidence. They make sure to expose students to a world that is bigger than the neighborhood they live in. You would really be hard-pressed to find any alumni that didn't have something positive to say about their experience here. As I close, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all the teachers and the staff for all that you do, for all the sacrifices, the time, the energy, the finances. It may not always feel like it, but the work you do is valuable, and you are shaping lives. You are a safe place for your students. You will never be forgotten by them. And I say this as someone who literally burst out into tears when I was surprised by my 8th grade teacher, Ms. Grant, at my med school graduation party last summer. So this is, the impact is truly real. So thank you for having me tonight, and thank you for allowing me to share about this beautiful time that I had at the school. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening.